Share the live. Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
Broadcasting from Trinidad to the world. The Street 919FM.com.
See everybody mad in the fat. Oh gosh, jump up now. 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 Oh gosh, jump up, jump up, jump up, jump up, jump up, jump up, jump up now. I'm well fed up. I'm not seeing all the people them jumping up, jumping up. You should be real fed up. If all your friends and them they just standing up. Well, like all you want to go back inside. To see every hand in the air, act like if all you belong out here. Oh God, jump up now, oh gosh, 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 jump up, jump up, jump up, jump up, jump up. I say jump up, jump up, jump up now. Let me see you drop, let me see you wave, let me see you drop all of your money up on the stage. I want to see you drop, I want to see you wave. Oh gosh, jump up now. Jump up now, I'm begging you. Take a little wine on the road again. I'm begging you. In the hot sun or the fatty rain. Alright, fed up. You come in the party and you just loving up. What kind of thing is that? You should be real, fed up. Now is not the time to be hugging up. Check yourself, check yourself. Like all you want to go back inside. Well, I want to see every hand in the air, act like if all you belong out there. Jump up now, oh gosh, 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 jump up, jump up, jump up, jump up, jump up. I say jump up, jump up, jump up now. Let me see you jump, let me see you wave, let me see you show up all of your money up on the stage. Let me see you jump, let me see you wave. Everybody jump up now, jump up now. Done there? First time I wave around in the studio. Well. I don't. This garbage. Whoa, ay. Well, I want to see everybody mad in the fat. Oh gosh, jump up now. 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 Oh gosh, jump up, jump up, jump up, jump up, jump up, jump up, jump up now. I'm well fed up. I'm not seeing all the people them jumping up, jumping up. You should be real fed up. If all your friends and them they just standing up. Well. Like all you want to go back inside. I want to see every hand in the air, act like if all you belong out here. Oh God, jump up now, oh gosh, 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 jump up, jump up, jump up, jump up, jump up. I say jump up, jump up, jump up now. Let me see you drop, let me see you wave, let me see you drop all of your money up on the stage. I want to see you drop, I want to see you wave. Oh gosh, jump up now, oh gosh, jump up now. I'm begging you. Take a little wine on the road again. I'm begging you. In the hot sun or the fatty rain. Alright, fed up. You come in the party and you just loving up. What kind of thing is that? You should be real fed up. Now is not the time to be hugging up. Check yourself, check yourself. Like all you want to go back inside. Well, I want to see every hand in the air, act like if all you belong out there. Jump up now, oh gosh, 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 jump up, jump up, jump up, jump up, jump up. I say jump up, jump up, jump up now. Let me see you drop, let me see you wave, let me see you show up all of your money up on the stage. Let me see you jump, let me see you wave. Done there? First time I wave around in the studio. Well. I don't discard it. Whoa, ay. Well, I want to see everybody mad in the fat. Okay, jump up now. Okay, jump up now. Okay, jump up now. Okay, jump up now. Okay, jump up. Jump up now. I will fed up. I'm not seeing all the people them jumping up. You should be real fed up. If all your friends and them they just standing up. Well. Like all you want to go back inside. I want to see every hand in the air. Act like if all you belong out here. Oh God, jump up now. Okay, jump up now. Okay, jump up now. Okay, jump up now. Okay, jump up. Jump up. I say jump up. Jump up now. Let me see you drop. Let me see you wave. Let me see you drop all of your money up on the stage. I want to see you drop. I want to see you wave. Oh gosh, jump up now. Oh gosh, jump up now. I'm begging you, take a little wine on the road again. I'm begging you, in the hot sun or the fetid rain. Alright, fed up. You come in the party and you just loving up. What kind of thing is that? You should be real fed up. Now is not the time to be hugging up. Check yourself. Like all you want to go back inside. Well, I want to see every hand in the air. Act like if all you belong out there. Jump up now. Okay, jump up now. Okay, jump up now. Okay, jump up now. Okay, jump up. I say jump up. Jump up now. Let me see you drop. Let me see you wave. Let me see you show up all of your money up on the stage. Let me see you drop. Let me see you wave. Everybody jump up now. Jump up now. Done there? First time I wave around in the studio. Well. I don't discard it. Whoa, ay. Well, I want to see everybody mad in the fat. Okay, jump up now. Okay, jump up now. Okay, jump up now. Okay, jump up now. Okay, jump up. Jump up now. I will fed up. I'm not seeing all the people them jumping up. You should be real fed up. If all your friends and them they just standing up. Well. Like all you want to go back inside. I want to see every hand in the air. Act like if all you belong out here. Oh God, jump up now. Okay, jump up now. Okay, jump up now. Okay, jump up now. Okay, jump up. I say jump up. Jump up now. Let me see you drop. Let me see you wave. Let me see you drop all of your money up on the stage. I want to see you drop. I want to see you wave. Oh gosh, jump up now. Oh gosh, jump up now.
We are The Street, the only radio station bringing balance to the nation. 91.9 FM.
Playing all the new music first on The Street 919 FM.
Spirit calling. Everybody and them with. Everybody rock them with. Everybody flock them with. Everybody something with. No stop, pause. Stay right there.
song called Jail Them. Make some noise for Glow.
Your big teeth. Big teeth. Since Wednesday night, I'm feeling so happy. Since the charge Monday, I feel like if I win the lottery, I could brag and boast, cause all of you know I am the prophet in Kaiso. Just last year I did tell all you, they woulda look up his backside for true. These people thief all the money, they vacuum the whole treasury. So if all you're against corrupting, tell your voice, let me hear you say, Pandy, the jail is waiting.
Hi, good-looking people. I am on the inside. Get ready to share the live, share the live, share the live. Some people going to jail. Jail. Lock up. I'm telling all you more about it when you share the live. Let's go.
In the jail, you just have to go. You big thief. If your little child come home from school spotting a diamond, you ought to ask the child, where you get that from? And if you ain't do that and wait until the police come, then the police go carry the whole family down. It doesn't lie too much pandemic, afraid to say. Since when you know that home I walk in some way, but you feel that niggas stupidity, shut the dancers don't work for that kind of money. My predictions does always come to pass. I know they don't look up you. Pandy, the jail is waiting. Pandy, all you take enough. Corruption in US is too much thing that already. You back up concrete in Hototo. So we abandon ship. We not staying on it. And very slow. Pandy no. This election you got to go. When I see Bass and Ramesh talking like friends, I tell me children, the world will come into an end. Because it's Bass who say Ramesh is Nimataram, and it's Ramesh who say Bass is laced with corruption. The only thing them two could discuss is which one of them going to jail first. I hear he went to Guyana, buy them back to look for Obia. 300,000 in fish eaten the last month. I know they're not luck of you. Pandy, the jail was waiting. Pandy, all you take enough. Corruption in the US is too much thing that already. Your partner call us next to go. So we abandon ship. We not staying on it. And very slow. Pandy no. In the jail, boy, you have to go.
All right, people, we on the inside. Thank you so much for staying with us. 21 minutes after the hour of 4 o'clock. Plenty thing to talk about today. But before we go ahead, let us take a look at the statement Pundit Donnie Samlal had to say about his chain of events that transpired at the Congress on Sunday. As you know, Pundit is claiming via video evidence that he was assaulted by a group of thugs sent there by members of the UNC. Well, we did our own investigation yesterday and tried to piece together the chain of events, but boy, coming down to the end of the program, one of the persons in question, Anderson Wilson from Beetham, called in live on the show and said nobody sent him there. He went there on his own. Okay? So Anderson Wilson has since made a statement clearing the leadership of the UNC from his actions on Sunday. Up to now, not one word from Food Card, aka KFC, or Kingsley. So the pundit has come out and made a statement, and information reaching us is that the pundit sought medical attention. The pundit is reviewing his legal actions, and the pundit is claiming that he was accosted. Yeah? So according to the statement, Pundit Donny Samlal about events at the UNC's National Congress. Sitaram, namaste. Yesterday I attended the UNC's or the United National Congress at the Couva South Hall facility to present my motion calling for Mrs. Kamla Persad-Bissessar to step down as political leader of the UNC. Over the years, I have admired the founding political leader Basdio Pandey and other party stalwarts such as Kelvin Ramnath, John Humphrey, Ramesh Lawrence Maharaj SC, Trevor Sudama. These men led the struggle for social justice and equality. In 2010, I was of the view that Mrs. Persad-Bissessar was the right person to continue the struggle. Caroni workers/farmers suffered severe hardship following the PNM regime's announcement in 2003 that it was shutting down Caroni 1975 Limited. As an ex-Caroni worker, my family and I continue to suffer from this brutal act. Mrs. Persad-Bissessar promised that she should become Prime Minister. All farmers and ex-Caroni workers would receive their parcel of land and other entitlements due under the visa package. Under Mrs. Persad-Bissessar, only some leases were delivered to persons, whereas thousands remain outstanding. In my humble opinion, Mrs. Persad-Bissessar betrayed the thousands of ex-Caroni workers/farmers, many of whom are members of the UNC. It was not made a priority of her administration. Ms. Persad-Bissessar has since refused to meet with us or use her office to advance our cause. It is against the backdrop that I sought to bring a motion of no confidence before the UNC's National Congress. This motion was part of an online petition and was also sent to the General Secretary of the party. I therefore produced copies of my motion at the Congress on Sunday. Instead of the party's officials accepting copies of the motion, they verbally assaulted me and denied me my right to speak. I was then escorted out of the area by party organizer Ravi Ratiram. Members of the media asked me for an interview, and as I proceeded to do so, I was assaulted by two men in full view of the media. At no time was I disrespectful to anyone at the Congress. I was also peaceful in my approach. In fact, when seated awaiting the start of the Congress, I was warmly greeted with relevant clasp hands by the Honorable Senator Roberts and returned similar same to him. Never before in my long history of attending UNC meetings have I ever witnessed this level of open aggression and intimidation. The behavior displayed by some party officials on Sunday shows that the old democratic principles and values of the UNC are under serious threat, as free speech is being stifled and intimidated with force. I remember being present at the UNC's Congress in 2009 when Mr. Abul Ali, in front of the then Natex, moved a similar motion, and then duly elected leader Mr. Pandey stepped down as the leader and appointed Kamla Prasad Bisesa as leader. This caused loud applause at the Congress and started a crusade of events, which led to Mr. Pandey's calling an early leadership election and Prasad Bisesa becoming leader. To Mr. Pandey's credit, he did not prevent Mr. Ali from moving his motion. He understood the democracy is not only about elections, but about allowing freedom of speech, which could be the catalyst for change. Those who criticize me are now unaware of the party's history and do not understand democracy. I will not allow threats of violence and intimidation to deter me from pursuing my motion calling upon Mrs. Kamla Prasad Bisesa to step down. I believe that it is for the betterment of our country and the party. It is my democratic right as a UNC supporter to express this view. I will do so again at the next Congress because it is needed at this time. I wish to thank those who came to my assistance, especially Mr. Lala, who I never met before, while I was being assaulted. I also wish to thank all those who called me and offered words of comfort and support. I also wish to thank the many religious bodies and religious leaders who contacted me. We're going to go for a break. When we come back, much more. Stay with us.
Make some noise for Coco!
We are The Street. The Street. The Street. 919 FM.
One wish is for something best. One for something for something best. Wish is for something best. One for something for something best. Wish is for something best.
The only radio station bringing perfect balance between entertainment and talk. Updating you with current affairs and social issues.
So what, we should just sit down and take the foolishness that's being meted out because of you feel that all you're real bad?
Right? Unlike his situation that I don't even want to go back and bring up and highlight.
You don't have a good record where that is concerned?
Having you in the loop with trends and entertainment. Providing music that lives on.
Darling, I feel the disco.
And spiritual food for the body, mind, and soul.
We're not taking that.
The Street. The Street. 919 FM.
You've got bills to pay, and so do we. Let's go pay some bills on The Street 919 FM.
Lust Carnival Band presents Carnival is Color. The all-inclusive carnival band with tight security. Come play with Lust Family Carnival Band on Monday and Tuesday with costumes designed by Sean Edwards. Registration is happening now from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. at our mass camp downstairs Capital Plaza, aka Colsort Mall. So come on, Lust Family awaits you. Come and enjoy yourselves with music by 919 FM, DJ Bruce Wayne, and DJ Selector Ultimate. For more information, you can call us at 371-0139. Lust Carnival, the ultimate experience.
Everybody and them with. Everybody rock them with.
The hardest bet in Carnival returns. Army Fest. This February 10th, Festival City, Queen's Park, Savannah. Gates open at 9 p.m. The biggest stars in soca are coming. Kiss the band.
Don't tell me about work in the morning, unless we talking hard work.
Mikel Tesha. Nadia Benson. Lyrical. Patrice Roberts. Farmer Nappy. Viking Ding Dong.
We wanna drink and party all day.
The Asylum Vikings featuring Fair Lions and Bunchy Garland.
I come here for no stand up. I come to party with
IWER Nyla Blackman. Skinny Fabulous. And many, many more. Army Fest. Queen's Park, Savannah. Friday, February 10th. Army Fest is powered by Guinness. Anytime is Guinness time. Stag, a man's beer. Magnum tonic wine. Campari. Blue Waters. Digicel. In everything carnival. And Forest Park Punch and Rum. Army Fest. Your fest. My fest. Still the safest fest in carnival.
Ladies, the world's hottest soca stars you ladies love are coming to the largest gathering of women ever.
Soca for her. 23, Friday, February 3rd.
Boys. Lyrical. IWER George. Urban Owls. Farmer Nappy.
Is it the only weather that I'm feeling so?
Representing the Caribbean, Skinny Fabulous.
Everybody push something in the air. Behavior nothing.
Problem Child. Moto.
You don't know this your boy Moto there from St. Lucia. February 3rd is all about soca for her. Moto will be live.
If you can't be my woman, I don't care. I want you really outside woman.
Adamo. Joining the Queens, Patrice Roberts.
And Nadia Batson. Get tickets now at islandetickets.com. Cachets nationwide.
Extra Foods Grab Bazaar.
Soca for her.
Coming to the Queen's Park, Savannah.
Friday, February 3rd.
We say welcome home. Caribbean Airlines, yeah. Back on the go again, back on the road again. It's time to fly and get away. Where we have no problems, it's just we friends and good vibes there. We restore and reset all the energy. Ready to reconnect with the family. Our renewed commitment to we people there. To we people there. We say welcome. Tell them we say we are Caribbean. We are Caribbean. We are Caribbean. We are Caribbean. Connected to Britain. We are Caribbean. We are Caribbean.
It's Brass Clash in D Village this Thursday, January 26th, 7 p.m. The John Cupid Carnival Village will feature Temperature, Prisons Band, Peter C. and Adrenaline, Brass to the World with Super Blue and Ronnie McIntosh. Yes, it's Brass, and more Brass this Thursday in the Carnival Village, Queen's Park, Savannah. Be there from 7 p.m. Imagine there is no cover charge. We've got the entertainment. You bring the vibes. Don't miss it. It could be nice.
Party nice like that. Party nice like that.
Tuco says 2023 is the Calypso Revolution, and you can't have Calypso without Extempo. So is the National Extempo Prelims, Monday, 6th February, 7:30 p.m. at the Kaiso Hall of Fame, home of Kaiso House by the Savannah. Then Wednesday, 15th February, 7:30 p.m. at the Grandstand, Queen's Park, Savannah, is Kaiso Rama Extempo Finals. 7 finalists challenge the Monarch for the title. Get your tickets now at all Tuco offices. It's the National Extempo Prelims, Monday, February 6th, and Kaiso Rama Extempo Finals, Wednesday, February 15th.
Give a beer with it.
Attention, all young artists. Soca is back.
This year we want to mix up it, yeah. We jump in, yeah.
This your chance to be heard. Come with your music and let your song be heard. Every Friday, 4 to 9 p.m. at number 60 Marva Road, Hereford's Bar, Newtown, Port of Spain. For more information, call 720-0165. This event was made possible by Hereford's Bar, Don Cassiano, The Street 919 FM.
They can make my share. I go take the blame.
Trinidad! Bruce Wayne and Sexy Flex present Soca on the Boat 5. The return to Soca. The return to Soca. On Sunday, 5th February 2023. On board the luxurious Embassy Yacht. Boarding 3 p.m. Sailing 4 p.m. DJs, MC Duke and Selector Kachi.
Yo, this is MC Duke and I will be on Soca on the Boat 5. The return to Soca.
Dr. Ross.
This is a musical surgeon, Dr. Ross, and I will be on board Soca on the Boat 5. Return to Soca.
And Bruce Wayne and Mr. Voice.
Soca on the Boat 5. The return to Soca. Yours truly, Mr. Voice. I will be there at his death.
Get your limited early bird tickets. At $200. Get your tickets at The Police Mess, Long Circular Road in St. James, The Street 919 FM on Marvel Road, and Candy Crush booth number 6, Caranage Fish Fry. Or call Bruce Wayne and Sexy Flex at 340-2016 or 388-2271. No oversized coolers allowed and no glass bottles allowed. Soca on the Boat 5. The return to Soca.
Look back, hey. Look back, hey.
Trinidad and Tobago. On Sunday, February 5th from 1 p.m., the National Panorama Semi-Finals will feature medium and large bands on the big stage at Carnival City, Queen's Park, Savannah. We're celebrating 60 years of sweet, sweet pie. Come support your band. Grandstand tickets are only $300. North Stand, $400. Bring your posse to this Savannah party. Get your tickets at the Grandstand, Pan Trinbago's head office in Port of Spain, and online at islandetickets.com. Brought to you by Pan Trinbago and the National Carnival Commission of Trinidad and Tobago. Supported by Caribbean Airlines and White Oak. For more info, contact Pan Trinbago at 235-5493 or events at pantrinbago.co.tt. The National Panorama Semi-Finals. Nothing sweeter than pan.
Me say you wake up in the morning and you just realize NCRH vaccinating again. And you're ready to hit the road and you're ready for the road because you know you are vaccinated. Show me your car, where your car, where your car, where your car, where your vaccination car, where your 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 car. Go and let them stamp your vaccine card. Jump up, wave it, let me see it. Wave it, let me see it. Wave it, Don't end up playing mass in your bed. Take the vaccine instead. Aye. So don't wake up Tuesday morning and have to stay in bed because you are not vaccinated. And the truck ready to go and the drink ready to flow. Get your vaccine fast, let we go. Hey, show me yo, this is IWER George, the big boss in the business. And go and get vaccinated. Don't end up spending carnival in your bed. Get vaccinated instead. The boss in the business says so.
This is a message from the North Central Regional Health Authority.
Welcome home,
Caribbean Airlines, yeah. Back on the go again, back on the road again. It's time to fly and get away, where we have no problems. It's just we friends and good vibes there.
We restore and reset all the energy. Ready to reconnect with the family. Our renewed commitment to we people there, to we people there.
We say welcome home. Tell them we say
Lust Carnival Band presents Carnival is Color. The all-inclusive Carnival Band with tight security. Come play with Lust Family Carnival Band on Monday and Tuesday with costumes designed by Sean Edwards. Registration is happening now from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. at our mass camp downstairs Capital Plaza, aka Colsort Mall. So come on, Lust Family awaits you. Come and enjoy yourselves with music by 919 FM, DJ Bruce Wayne, and DJ Selector Ultimate. For more information, you can call us at 371-0139. Lust Carnival, the ultimate experience.
Everybody rock them with.
Attention, all young artists. Soca Palmer is back. This is your chance to be heard. Come with your music and let your song be heard. Every Friday, 4 to 9 p.m. at number 60 Marva Road, Hereford's Bar, Newtown, Port of Spain. For more information, call 720-0165. This event was made possible by Hereford's Bar, Don Cassiano, The Street 919 FM.
They can make my share. I go take the blame.
Trinidad and Tobago. On Sunday, February 5th from 1 p.m., the National Panorama Semi-Finals will feature medium and large bands on the big stage at Carnival City, Queen's Park, Savannah. We're celebrating 60 years of sweet, sweet pie. Come support your band. Grandstand tickets are only $300. North Stand, $400. Bring your posse to this Savannah party. Get your tickets at the Grandstand, Pan Trinbago's head office in Port of Spain, and online at islandetickets.com. Brought to you by Pan Trinbago and the National Carnival Commission of Trinidad and Tobago. Supported by Caribbean Airlines and White Oak. For more info, contact Pan Trinbago at 235-5493 or events at pantrinbago.co.tt. The National Panorama Semi-Finals. Nothing sweeter than pan.
Bruce Wayne and Sexy Flex present Soca on the Boat 5. The Return to Soca. On Sunday, 5th February 2023. On board the luxurious Embassy Yacht. Boarding 3 p.m. Sailing 4 p.m. DJs MC Duke and Selector Kachi.
Yo, this is MC Duke and I will be on Soca on the Boat 5. The Return to Soca.
Dr. Ross.
This is the musical surgeon Dr. Ross, and I will be on board Soca on the Boat 5. Return to Soca.
And Bruce Wayne and Mr. Voice.
Soca on the Boat 5. The Return to Soca. Yours truly, Mr. Voice. I will be there at his dad.
Get your limited early bird tickets. At $200. Get your tickets at The Police Mess, Long Circular Road in St. James, The Street 919 FM on Marvel Road, and Candy Crush booth number 6, Caranage Fish Fry. Or call Bruce Wayne and Sexy Flex at 340-2016 or 388-2271. No oversized coolers allowed and no glass bottles allowed. Soca on the Boat 5. The Return to Soca.
Look back, hey. Look back, hey.
WAC TV is here. And for Carnival 2023, we bringing the Calypso 10 straight to your big screen TV. WAC TV is bringing pay-per-view direct to you. Log on to WAC.tv and click pay-per-view event you want to see. All the culture you can handle. Calypso, steel pan, mass, brass. Purchase individual events or pay for a season pass. Even if you missed it, you can do video on demand. Watch whenever you want. Log on for details.
The world's hottest soca stars you ladies love are coming to the largest gathering of women ever.
Soca for her.
23, Friday, February 3rd. Voice. Lyrical. Hereford Elves, Farmer Nappy.
Is it me or the weather that I'm here feeling so?
Representing the Caribbean, Skinny Fabulous.
Everybody push something in the air now. Behavior nothing.
Problem Child, Moto.
You don't know this your boy Moto there from St. Lucia. February 3rd is all about soca for her. Moto will be live.
If you can be my woman, I don't care. I want you to be outside woman.
Adamo. Joining the Queens, Patrice Roberts.
And Nadia Batson. Get tickets now at islandetickets.com. Cachets nationwide.
Extra Foods Grab Bazaar.
Soca for her.
Coming to the Queen's Park, Savannah.
Friday, February 3rd.
It's Brass Clash in D Village this Thursday, January 26th, 7 p.m. The John Cupid Carnival Village will feature Temperature, Prisons Band, Peter C. and Adrenaline, Brass to the World with Super Blue and Ronnie McIntosh. Yes, it's Brass, and more Brass. This Thursday in the Carnival Village, Queen's Park, Savannah. Be there from 7 p.m. Imagine there is no cover charge. We've got the entertainment. You bring the vibes. Don't miss it. It could be nice.
Party nice like that. Party nice like that.
Tuco says 2023 is the Calypso Revolution, and you can't have Calypso without Extempo. So is the National Extempo Prelims, Monday, 6 February, 7:30 p.m. at the Kaiso Hall of Fame, home of Kaiso House by the Savannah. Then Wednesday, 15th February, 7:30 p.m. at the Grandstand, Queen's Park, Savannah, is Kaiso Rama Extempo Finals. 7 finalists challenge the Monarch for the title. Get your tickets now at all Tuco offices. It's the National Extempo Prelims, Monday, February 6th, and Kaiso Rama Extempo Finals, Wednesday, February 15th.
The hardest fet in Carnival returns. Army Fet. This February 10th, Festival City, Queen's Park, Savannah. Gates open at 9 p.m. The biggest stars in soca are coming. Cast the band.
Don't tell me about work in the morning unless we're talking hard work.
Mikel Tesha. Nadia Batson. Lyrical. Patrice Roberts. Farmer Nappy. Viking Ding Dong.
We wanna drink and party all day.
The Asylum Vikings featuring Fair Lions and Bungie Garland.
I come here for no stand up. I come to party with them. There will be water mixed up with beer. We jump in there.
Nyla Blackburn. Skinny Fabulous.
Today I go jump like I never jump, quit like I never will.
And many, many more. Army Fet. Queen's Park, Savannah. Friday, February 10th. Army Fet is powered by Guinness. Anytime is Guinness time. Stag, a man's beer. Magnum tonic wine. Campari. Blue Waters. Digicel in everything Carnival. And Forest Park Punch and Rum. Army Fet. Your Fet. My Fet. Still the safest Fet in Carnival.
Share the live. Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
Zombie them. Zombie them. Zombie them. Zombie them. Get on the way. Get out the way. Hold a woman and hold a man and hold a woman and hold a man and to let them get away, not to let them get away, to let them get away, not to let them get away. When you see the band coming down and a giant stand up in front, that's a jumpy. He protecting we in the band like a jumpy. Put up your hand like a jumpy. Get out the way. Get out the way.
Hold a woman and hold a man and hold a woman and hold a man and to let them get away, not to let them get away, to let them get away, not to let them get away. In Miami, for the Juve, for Labor Day, on the Parkway, Caribana, Queen's Park, Savannah, Carnival Monday, Carnival Tuesday, yeah. To let them get away, not to let them get away, to let them get away, not to let them get away. Wind up like a zombie, jump up like a zombie, wind up like a zombie, jump up like a zombie. Spin your rock in the air, spin them like you don't care. Bring them up in the sky, spin them and let them fly. Wind up like a zombie, jump up like a zombie, wind up like a zombie, jump up like a zombie. Spin your rock in the air, spin them like you don't care.
People, we are back. We are back. Thank you so much for staying with us. So, this is where we're at. This is the current situation. 2 callers to this program has gotten themselves in. But I must tell you, their actions is being condemned by activists far and wide in the UNC, some of which we will try to get on our show today. If what Anderson is saying is true, and they acted on their own volition, then what a sad state of events. But if they are saying this in order to protect the people that sent them there, then the UNC is in trouble, further trouble than we think. Let me see if I can get some activists on the line. Let me say good afternoon to my brother, God Christopher. God Christopher, you are live on the afternoon show. Are you hearing me?
No, I hear you again. What you see? What go?
You're live on the afternoon show. How are you?
I did. What kind of ambush is this, right?
Well, I call you here as a member of the UNC, as an activist in the party, to get your thoughts on what transpired on Sunday.
You like girl back and
God, you know how to throw you in the mix. What is your thoughts, God Christopher? Is this the direction the UNC is headed?
You don't know, you had to ask Kingsley. Kingsley was there, and it's Kingsley and your friend and them, your family.
But God Christopher, is this how the UNC settles its issues? I mean, they assault religious leaders and stuff?
Well, I don't know. You had to ask Kamala to do something about that. Kamala to say something. What Kamala say about that?
He has not said nothing up to today, God Christopher.
Well, you had to call the PRO. You know journalism. You had to call the PRO. You had to call, some of the talkers at the party, and those who represent. I don't really represent the views at the UNC.
I understand, but you're an activist. You're a ground troop. You have fought the cause in the party for many years. I never see you push down no pundit, God. Let me be real.
Why doing that for? Everybody have a right to speak. That is why I fight for. I fight for democracy. I fight against tyranny and dictatorship. So I cannot now promote it. So everybody has a right to speak and have their day and say. Even when I was a talk show host for many years, people would criticize me, say all manner of things against me. Even when I make my posts on Facebook, people say all sorts of things. They post this, they post that. As a talk show host on Power 102 and 95.5, people would have said all sorts of things against me, and I give them, as a matter of fact, I try to engage them. So, you can't be fighting for democracy and trying to crush it at the same time.
Christopher, do you support Kamala Bissessa's leadership?
Well, I think Kamala Bissessa is or was one of the best, if not the best, prime minister in Trinidad and Tobago. I mean, under her government, a whole lot of good stuff, done. I mean, undoubtedly, she cares a whole lot about the poor people and the most vulnerable of our society. The economy and things were fine, good. She put a lot of money in the Heritage and Stabilization Fund, but I think Kamala really lacks political strategy. I think that's her biggest downfall at the moment, and she's presiding over an executive that's really not good, and she seems to be pretty happy about that. So based on that, I can't see her holding on to this current executive and being able to bring us out of the terrible hole that the PNM has us in. I mean, you are aware that this is 31 days and 61 murders already.
We're not going to politicize murders, God, Christopher. Murders has to be in a different conversation.
No, I mean, I'm not politicizing murders, Aisha Wells. I mean, you have to remember Dr. Keith Rowley, and they said that, I mean, if a government cannot deal with a crime situation, then they would have outlived their usefulness and they should go. I'm not politicizing it. And I mean, politics has a whole lot to do with the crime situation in the country. Don't you think?
Well, God, Christopher, as we're staying away from politicizing crime and talking wholly and solely about the United National Congress leadership, I'm trying to find out from you, what is the next step for party supporters and activists? Are you going to let this slide, or are you going to stand up and say enough is enough, we have to take back the party? What is the direction of the activists?
Well, you have to remember, I now come in the UNC, so it doesn't about me taking back any party. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, those who foundation members and those who were MPs and councillors and aldermen and senators and founding members of the party, those who are the financiers and card-bearing members. I mean, I am a card-bearing member, a lifetime member. I don't think, I mean, I'm doing what I have to do. I mean, I love Kamala Persad-Bissessar all. I really, really, really do love her. But at the moment, it just doesn't seem to me that she is able to take our party into government while holding on. My underlying thing is while holding on to this incompetent team that she's working with.
So you're saying, in other words, Kamala must go?
Well, I'm not saying that. What I'm really saying is Kamala should let go of this incompetent team that she's working with.
So you mean to tell us Kamala Persad-Bissessar chose the team that she's working with, yeah? So she is responsible for this team, correct?
Well, she's the head of the star team.
Well, if she's responsible for the team, God, Christopher, then she's the problem, not the team?
Well, you could deduce that, You could deduce that. You could say that, and you may very well be correct, but,
God, I don't want to play semantics with me. You're a fighter like me. You do business, you're a rascal. Don't come here to talk no pretty boy talk with me, God.
I'm not playing semantics. I'm not talking no pretty talk. Listen to me.
If she had to go, she had to go.
Oh, God, you could deduce that. But what I'm saying is, at the end of the day, Kamala goes and somebody else comes. I mean, what are they and the UNC wins? Would that person be a good prime minister? Everybody wanted Dr. Rowley to be there. But it's Dr. Rowley. I mean, Dr. Rowley is a great war general, but he's a woeful prime minister. He's not a good prime minister. But he's one of the greatest political war generals you can come across.
Then the population seems to disagree with you because they voted him in for a second term. Kamala only got one term, God.
But then if you're saying that the population disagrees with me and they voted him in for a second term, then you should leave Kamala there because Kamala's members voted her in for a second and third term.
And Christopher, really, and if they leave Kamala there, Rowley will win the next election. And I don't have a problem with that,
No, well, Rowley definitely. I mean, if Kamala remains there with the incompetent team, Rowley is going to win the next generation.
Well, you see, we agreed. I never thought we would agree. But you see why me and you really saying the same thing. I am saying the lady should go because Trinidad deserves a better opposition leader. You're saying she should stay, but she should change her team. But we both agree. If she remains, Dr. Rowley will rule for the next 25 years.
I'm saying Kamala should get rid of the incompetent team that she has because Trinidad deserves a better prime minister.
Christopher, when you make up your mind where you're saying me and you will continue this conversation, you're lost in me, man. Closing comments, God. Closing comments.
Well, I mean, Trinidad and Tobago is really facing some very dark times. It may be the very darkest hour. And as you say, we are not politicizing crime at all because just last night, a woman, a 38-year-old woman, was gunned down. I mean, we don't know for what reason. I mean, we see the kind of last week alone, Aisha. It was 3 last week alone. It was 3 triple murders and 3 double murders.
God, somebody telling me here that you're afraid to talk out against Kamala because the thugs are going to pay you a visit. Is this true?
For me, listen to me.
Because I hear them thugs roughing up people, you know.
Listen, I born with Baby Don't Cry and Gunshot that song like music. Thugs don't scare me.
Christopher, because you're saying if she stays, Rowley is going to win. Dr. Rowley is going to win. But then you don't want to say she should go because you're afraid the thugs pay her a visit. Is this true? Has UNC deduced to intimidation? I find you songing shaky. God, this not songing like you.
I don't want to say UNC. I don't want to say UNC has reduced itself to intimidation and thuggery. But I mean, Sunday's display was really terrible. I mean, terrible. It was really, really terrible.
I have to take picture too.
Yeah, you see, Aisha, you're pushing me.
Let me let you go and do your daddy duties. But God, Christopher, just, hold the strain. Don't be intimidated. These days you're quiet. You're not doing no Facebook Live. I hear they threatening you, but remain focused.
All right, Aisha. And good afternoon to the audience. Okay, bye-bye.
All right, God, Christopher. People, you heard God, Christopher there, I don't know what to say about God. Now, God still there holding on to the skirt tail. I don't know why they're just afraid to let go Kamala Persad-Bissessa's skirt tail. You want Kamala to go. But you're saying she should get rid of she executive. She chose the executive, but she should get rid of them. And then you're agreeing with me that if she stays, Dr. Rowley's going to win. Look, they're confused bad. But UNC activists want to have their say on this show today. They want to condemn the acts of violence against the pundit. The lines are open. We are taking your calls. Feel free to call me. Feel free to call me if you are a UNC activist and you are against intimidation or you're a PNM supporter and you want to condemn what happened. Caller, you live.
Aisha, good afternoon.
Jama, how you doing?
Hi there. What is wrong with God, Christopher?
I don't know if I think he's afraid they intimidate him. They're beating people too, Jama. They're threatening people.
Cuddle tail going upside down. Dr. Rowley is one of the best prime ministers passed through this country. She is the worst ever passed here. No best. What best prime minister? Hush your mouth again. Hush your mouth. Stop talking nonsense.
Thank you so much. Let's go again. Caller, you live.
Good afternoon, Aisha Wells.
Talk to me. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Aisha, I believe that fella, who Mr. Christopher, is confused. A lot of the Africans in PNM and the USA are confused. They don't know what to go up or to go down.
I think it's they frightened. They're being intimidated.
Yes, because the last these last set of appointments Dr. Rowley made to the PNM team, the Sukai and these guys that have them in panic mood, right? And I would like to ask Kingsley and them fellas and them. They say the woman is the mother of the nation. How come a mother could just pick up how much Africans and lock them up? And I would like to ask Kingsley and the likes of Gat and them. For they saying she's the best prime minister. Just imagine, Aisha, well, you have the lady underneath, the chairman of the US. What is Mrs. Jolie done in the party, Aisha? What is her position?
She's not a deputy political leader.
Deputy political leader. Just imagine. You have a deputy political leader running. Look where you put her in a hot seat, in a marginal, a very, very marginal seat. Yes, you take Kadisha Army, who is not the deputy political leader, and put her in a safe seat in the first corridor. Aisha, what does that tell you? What does that tell you? And I want to say, look at the suspension of the MPs and the ministers in the PNM portfolio in comparison to when the UNC was in power. That says a lot. Aisha, great is the PNM, and we will always prevail. I love to understand, madam. Thank you.
You need to remember something, eh? The history of the UNC has always been intimidation and violence, you know. Not because I'm young, I don't remember the history. This country saw, under the UNC, a UNC councillor losing his life and a UNC official making jail. We laughing kiki kaka, but intimidation under the UNC is not new. I mean, I was probably too small to remember, but I know my political history enough to know that is not now the UNC intimidating people. God really want to say Kamala should go. He's agreeing with me. If she stays, Dr. Rowley will be the next prime minister for 25 years. But he cannot in public say she should go. Tell me if that is not Griselda Blanco and a damn mob. Caller, you live?
Yep, Aisha, good afternoon.
How you doing, darling?
Yeah, I want to know something. When from the time you come from the UNC, like your brain does, something does be wrong with your brain. I listened to God before. Them fellas is lie for nothing. Kamala could ever be our best prime minister.
So
Kamala,
you went hearing that man singing like he frightened for life?
And nonsense talk, because I'm going to tell you something. He talking about the Heritage and Stabilization Fund. They didn't put in no money in the Heritage and Stabilization Fund until Dr. Rowley and them attack them and tell them about it. You know what they do? They borrow money to put in the Heritage and Stabilization Fund. When Kamala came, the debt was 9-point-something billion, right? Almost 10 billion. You had the highest oil price, energy price. When you leave office, you leave at 33 billion and no budget surplus. Tell me if that is running our economy. God and them feel people stupid in this place. Or if you look at the debts that they leave in, right? You had the highest energy price. You weren't supposed to have that. God and them something wrong with them, Aisha. I can't understand them at all. And talking this nonsense. They're just only talk that for people who in the clique or people who have no sense. But anybody with sense could tell you that is utter nonsense and rubbish God talk. I don't know, something that be wrong with them UNC people. Take care, Aisha.
Thank you so much. And what happened with them is now that it hit the East Indian community, everybody had to put back in line. They had to stand back up in line because they had thugs now. They have badger now. It is a serious, serious thing. God is agreeing she should go. Because if she stays, Dr. Rowley would win. But he cannot say she should go. Imagine that. And die democracy. Caller, you live?
Aisha, good afternoon.
How you doing, darling?
The listeners and the viewers of the Street 919. Aisha, I don't know. And I have to agree with the last caller. Because you will tell me, you call God Christopher, and he go watch 1.4 million people in Trinidad and Tobago, right? That Kamala Persad was the best prime minister Trinidad ever had in 60 years. If you tell me she was the worst prime minister, I will say, well, yeah, because I am yet to see what Kamala Persad did in this country that was beneficial to the people of this country. And I'm saying people, the people of Trinidad and Tobago, not your supporters or your base, right? Because you see, these people like Gat, Kingsley, Anderson, and all the Kunji, all of them who just call this station and other stations and give the people the perception that Kamala is the best since sliced bread. But I have something to tell them. If she was the mother of the nation that Kingsley purported her to be, right? She would have never called a state of emergency in this country that went from August straight to December, and yet still it had worse crime to give in the country during the day. right? I want Kamala, the UNC, the partnership to tell this nation why they call a state of emergency in 2011, right? Until Kingsley them in what that, tell them I say hush the damn up, because all the prime minister, all the leader have been in this mess with all these murders taking place because they refuse to support anything that is meant to fix crime in this country. And they're coming now and say it has 61 murders in the first 31 days in the month, in the year. And I personally blame solely Aisha on Kamala Prasad, the sister, and the UNT with all this crime taking place in this country. Aisha locked on. Now hold back.
They call them from overseas, but leave my low-key. During my lifetime, the way they were so unkind, so much corruption that they make. Now it is time they must feel me way. Peter, don't hold me back. Look, the one we drop the public order. Money. Peter, look, catch that big belly fella. We carry my money down Panama. Money. Peter, look, the woman who bring foreign troops in the Caribbean. Peter, I just don't care what you do, but ball head going in the fire too. Why? This is my time for burning. Blazing. This is your time for burning. We're burning.
Aisha, good afternoon. You know what bringing down the UNC more? You see these faces in UNC right now, and the thugs in UNC. UNC can never win an election again in this country. On Ms. Kamala Prasad basis. Them people, she can never win an election. Thugs in her party, nah, UNC dead, can never win again. Pay them forever.
Hello?
Caller, you live?
Aisha, good afternoon to you, my darling.
How you doing, mommy? How you doing?
I good. How is my boys?
My boys are good. How are you?
Right. Give my regards to me. Aisha, well, but this thing that's going all over the place there. The movie that Kingsley and Anderson made, there's a gentleman also, is it a gray shirt also was pushing him on too?
Mommy, that is Food Card, a.k.a. KFC, who's calling the radio and say, Rowley must go.
Oh, that dirty-looking guy.
That is the one who's getting Wi-Fi from KFC.
Oh, yeah, well, listen to me.
Wanted Gemma to buy a toy for the baby for Christmas. That's the one.
Oh, that is him, yeah, because I shall not lie to tell you. I want the pundit to do what he have to do. You know what I'm telling you about? And you see the next one was Douglas singing. What you sing about? The political cemetery? Aisha?
Mommy, the last time I discussed that woman, she sang a song about me. Eh?
Well, let me talk. You watch him out. She looked like a dead of herself. She looked like the woman was dragging the car. She looked like a dead, and I don't know what it is she have on. You hear what I'm telling you about? When I say she'll go look at you now, you know, like when you come up from a goat pen, that's what she look like. Let you sing about me. You hear what I'm telling you about? But I want your boys and them to call. I realize they ain't calling in at all.
No, they won't call right now, mommy. They're afraid I incriminate them.
You hear what I'm telling you about? When they do what you have to do, take them to court. I telling you, take them to court. I will go witness. I shall call back in, darling.
How mommy end up on the witness stand, Lord? Just to let you guys know, our WhatsApp is down. You're going to have to call us regular. Caller, you live?
Good afternoon, Aisha.
Welcome, brother.
I guess that your call caught God Christopher on the left foot and not on his right foot. You caught him off guard, that's what I mean.
The man afraid to say the lady should go. He is scared to death.
I sense that you feel you're setting him up when you told him he's live on that thing, right? Radio.
Yes, they're afraid to talk about the lady in public. All of them afraid.
So you caught him on his left foot instead of his right foot?
I caught him off guard.
Yeah, okay, Alicia. Aisha, sorry.
No problem, listen off here. The man was afraid to talk. Him, you call me on air, you like back, and I'm afraid to say she must go. Caller, you live?
Hi, sister.
How you doing, brother?
Not too bad. You know something? I heard Mr. Gata a while ago. And for a man who had a school, that's some highly uneducated. Because you seem somewhat, not somewhat, you seem to be contradicting yourself. You don't have actual stance. So you're trying to tell me who she had to move? Wayne Mark? Because if there's the people around her, that means Julian John had to go. Wayne Mark had to go. Charlie Man, the deputy, where he is? Something in the Senate.
David Lee, all of them had to go. Yes, they had to go.
Then he had to go. Annie Roberts, definitely had to go. The footballer, Nakit, had to go. So somewhere between 7 to 9 of them had to go. If they go, you think you get a position there, Kingsley will get one. The lady who put on the devil costume to sing, or the Prime Minister, what's her name? I don't even want to call the man's name, but fortunately for her, she carrying his title. Gypsy. I wonder if they remove those 7 or 9, if only 4 will be a place. And they are going on. You have to go places like Carolina Central and Rio Claro and Princeton. We're short to win. Right? Nothing move and until they tell me or they're trying to put a little change it and they surely ain't going. Because I don't understand what it is they're trying to tell me. I said, so we at the highest.
Listen how that man agree with me that if Kamala stays, Dr. Rowley would win, but afraid to say she had to go?
He don't have it. I tell you, that lady took away all of those men spectacles. Even those not in the party, they see Kingsley Nanan, they see Mighty K and the William Nanan, they say, they give praises to the mother corruption, you know. Remember, a man want to kill him and the Williams, and up to now you can't tell me why. That they got lost in life, and he the trick sides. So I can understand why the man tries, when CNM in his office, crime goes up. Because a group of people hire thugs. And if they could get them, you think they're going higher up the ladder? That's why we could boast so much murder in so much days to surpass their record. So you understand what's happening here? Please, enjoy your evening, my dear.
Thank you so much, my brother. It's a serious thing. And not only that, now the opposition leader is busy like a bumblebee all over the place asking people to join with her. Yes. Haven't you seen the article? I'll show it to you after this call. Caller, you live?
Aisha, good afternoon. How is you?
I am good, my brother. How are you?
Not too bad. Aisha, listen to this, right? Now, I'm trying to understand what is the magnetism with Kamala. Wasn't Basdeo Pandey a much more astute politician than her? Wasn't he touted the best and didn't they get rid of him? What is the problem? Or is it that the party is lacking so much of any sort of leadership qualities amongst the membership that they're afraid that if they get rid of her, there is nobody to put there? Is it that they are so bankrupt with options that they don't care how bad it gets? They will hold on to the skirt tail, regardless of what? If you all could have gotten rid of Mr. Pandey, who was one of the best, he was one of the best politicians that we had, one of the best UNC politicians, well, the only other one anyhow. But you all got rid of him without the blink of an eye. Nobody batted an eye. What is the problem? Now, I noticed something. I saw you watch that video where the people and them attacking the pundit. You watched that closely?
I saw it well.
You notice anything strange?
Strange like in what way?
Well, it seems that there's only one type of people that is used when they want to cause bacchanal. So that when it is anything happen and go wrong, they could always say, well, you know, it's them who does always get on like that. According to Lalada Singh, we go use the N and them because they're rowdy and they're stupid. Wasn't that the words of Mr. Lalada Singh? Why is it that we always let ourselves be used in that? And notice the fella who was there, the same man who organized the water kicking on Minister Hines. Front and center, leading the pack. Why? Why? You notice you didn't see anybody of any other quality getting on in that manner. And this is what they always do. They always have them there for when they have the bad work to do, the evil works to do. They put them there. And we have to start realizing what is going on. People are just being used as pawns in this game of evil. And until we don't recognize this and change from what it is we are doing, we will continue to do the same thing and expect different results. You just had this gentleman say, no, she's not good, and blaming everybody else around her except that man. Why? Why are you blaming everybody else except her? But she chose them. That means she has no good qualities because she's picking people with bad quality. Not true, Aisha. If you hire a man to do a work by you, you hire a carpenter to do masonry. Who fault it is? Yours or the carpenter? Not true. And you the one who hired the person. You put a square peg in a round hole, and now you want to blame the peg? Really? These people have figured out everybody's stupid in this country. Sorry, but we're not.
Thank you so much. All right, so I found the article. And when we told you guys that stranger things has happened, nobody took us serious. Taba keep quiet on the issue. He ain't calling at all. Well, we know Kingsley laying low. As, you know, there are allegations of lawsuits looming. He didn't want to lose that yellow house and swimming pool. And well, Anderson just said no if he coming or he going. And food card, apparently they're running from by KFC. And where you see the Wi-Fi down, he can't get in, period. But according to The Guardian, Griffith silent on Kamala's call for unity. PDP, Duke, and some ex-UNC members not interested. That is where the UNC reached to. But got afraid to say Kamala should go. Story by Gail Alexander. The NTA leader Gary Griffith has declined comment on the UNC's Kamala Persad-Desessa's call for unity of smaller parties with the UNC. Kill them dead, they could recreate another 2010. But the Progressive Empowerment Party, PEP, leader Philip Alexander, and the Progressive Democratic Patriots, PDP, head Watson Duke, and some ex-UNC MPs have all blanked her call. This on Monday following the call by Prasad Bisesa for unity at the Congress's meeting. She called for the disaffected, political-minded people to consider the UNC their home rather than to feel the need to create multiple small opposition forces. She called for members of the smaller parties to put aside egos and differences and begin serious, respectful discussions with UNC. She says UNC wants their time and expertise, but warned she won't tolerate abuse of UNC members. Imagine that. So what happened to the pundit? That wasn't abuse? The UNC wants other parties to take them serious when they refuse to address issues within their own party. I mean, the thing's shameless, it's laughable. The way how UNC people migrate into the PNM on a daily basis is overwhelming. And she here begging people to join the UNC to do what? For what? Who is the UNC attractive to? Even Gerald Ramdeen on Ian Allen's show, according to the video Pastor Google Play, was supporting the PNM and their achievements. You know it really going through. When you had to turn to Philip, Gary, and Watson, who can't even keep your own party together in Tobago for help. I have a break to take. We come back with your calls.
But that woman Mary, remember that's my baby. So much confusion that she made.
2020, I did a collaboration with Kes the Band, a song called Stage Gone Bad, and we won the road march. I'll give you a round of applause, please. Basically this year, I decided to do a collaboration with me, IWER George, and you, the people. I want to hear every voice from every house. Are you ready? Selector, give me beer with it. This here go be water mixed up with beer. We jump in, yeah. This here go be water mixed up with beer, 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 beer. I hope all you hearing me loud and clear, yeah, yeah. We mixing the water and beer. Take a jump off. Jump. Sing. Mash up across the stage. From Juve morning. This here go be water mixed up in beer, 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 beer. I hope you can listen open your ear, yeah, yeah. We mixing the water and beer. Jump and sing now. Sing. We on the stage, masqueraders, yeah.
You've got bills to pay, and so do we. Let's go pay some bills on the street 919 FM.
Coming to the Queen's Park Savannah.
It's a celebration for you.
A celebration for her.
Soca
Soca for Her. Friday, February 3rd. Featuring with the 18 band. Nadia Batson and Sass. The world's biggest superstars.
Excellent. Here what's going on. I'm gonna be live. Who? EA, yes, me, and many more.
Special guests and surprises. Get tickets now at islandetickets.com and Caches nationwide.
Soca for Her.
Is it the only weather that I'm feeling so? From the time I see I want to put the work on you.
Friday, February 3rd. Savannah, we coming. Soca for Her.
We say welcome home. Caribbean Airlines, yeah. Back on the go again, back on the road again. It's time to fly and get away. Where we have no problems, it's just with friends and good vibes there.
We restore and reset all the energy. Ready to reconnect with the family. A renewed commitment to we people there. To we people there.
We say welcome. Tell them we say
we are Caribbean. We are Caribbean. We are Caribbean. We are Caribbean. Connected to Britain. We are Caribbean. We are Caribbean.
Me say you wake up in the morning and you just realize NCRH vaccinating again. And you're ready to hit the road and you're ready for the road because you know you are vaccinated. Show me your car, where your car, where your car, where your car, where your vaccination car, where your 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 car. Go and let them stop your vaccine card. Jump up, wave it, let me see it. Wave it, let me see it. Wave it, Don't end up playing mass in your bed. Take the vaccine instead. Aye. So don't wake up Tuesday morning and have to stay in bed because you are not vaccinated. And the truck ready to go and the drink ready to flow. Get your vaccine fast, let we go. Hey, show me yo, this is IWER George, the big boss in the business. And go and get vaccinated. Don't end up spending carnival in your bed. Get vaccinated instead. The boss in the business says so.
This is a message from the North Central Regional Health Authority.
Lust Carnival Band presents Carnival is Color. The all-inclusive Carnival Band with tight security. Come play with Lust Family Carnival Band on Monday and Tuesday with costumes designed by Sean Edwards. Registration is happening now from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. at our mass camp downstairs Capital Plaza, aka Colsort Mall. So come on, Lust Family awaits you. Come and enjoy yourselves with music by 919 FM, DJ Bruce Wayne, and DJ Selector Ultimate. For more information, you can call us at 371-0139. Lust Carnival, the ultimate experience.
Everybody rock them with.
It's Brass Clash in D Village this Thursday, January 26th, 7 p.m. The John Cupid Carnival Village will feature Temperature, Prisons Band, Peter C. and Adrenaline, Brass to the World with Super Blue and Ronnie McIntosh. Yes, it's Brass, and more Brass this Thursday in the Carnival Village, Queens Park, Savannah. Be there from 7 p.m. Imagine there is no cover charge. We've got the entertainment. You bring the vibes. Don't miss it. It could be nice.
Party nice like that. Party nice like that.
The hardest fete in Carnival returns. Army Fete this February 10th. Festival City, Queens Park, Savannah. Gates open at 9 p.m. The biggest.
This is your Soca Shot, sponsored by Royal Castle.
Our culture,
our take.
This carnival season, Royal Castle cater for we with the Carnival Mega Meal. Yes, 12 pieces of chicken with that nice local seasoning, 6 real tasty sides, and a 2-liter Coke. It's the ideal meal for you and your crew when you're liming. Plus, try the juicy royal wings and golden chicken nuggets. All with Trini flavor to the bone. It's Royal Castle for Carnival. It's our culture and it's our taste.
Mass, come again. Well, look how the place on fire now. Mass, come again. A spirit to bring the power down. Mass, come again. Give them the drum is thunder now. Mass, come again. And everybody chanting now. Oh, 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 oh. Look at the people coming down. Oh, oh, oh. Together, now we strong. Oh, oh, oh. Look at the people coming down. Oh, oh. Together, now we strong. I hear a distant melody blow through the hills of Lavantie. Music powerful and sweet, and when the rhythm start to beat, look how it take away the pain. I can't explain it in my veins. Find myself down in Port of Spain. I'm not the same, so got to blame every creed and race. Everybody down in the heart of Port of Spain. Mass, come again. Well, look how the place on fire now. Mass, come again. A spirit to bring the power down.
Your soca shot, all courtesy Royal Castle.
Our culture, our taste.
I reach. Are they ready to fit?
Yeah, let me go. Only I'm real hungry.
Again?
I'm feeling for some tasty, tender Royal Castle chicken. I could smell a Royal Castle aroma now. The snack box, the chicken, fish, and veggie sandwich combos, the wing combo, king and queen buckets, fries, coleslaw, fresh salad, potato salad.
All right. We hungry now.
We hungry now.
Welcome to Royal Castle's drive-thru.
Hi, good night. Give me a mega meal, please.
Coming up.
This Carnival, live with Royal Castle.
WAC TV is here. And for Carnival 2023, we bring in the Calypso 10 straight to your big screen TV. WAC TV is bringing pay-per-view direct to you. Log on to wac.tv and click pay-per-view event you want to see. All the culture you can handle. Calypso, steel pan, mass, brass. Purchase individual events or pay for our season pass. Even if you missed it, you can do video on demand. Watch whenever you want. Log on for details.
Tune in to The Street 919 FM every Friday from 9:15 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. with Kingdom Health Services, situated at number 125 Eastern Main Road in Tunapuna. For the program, Health and Healing, merging the old with the new with Mr. Brent's Diet. For more information, call 318-7471 or 484-0141 or 360-4100. It's all about Kingdom Health Services on The Street 919 FM.
This is the voice of Tuesday, Seventh-day Adventist. We are preaching Emergency Alert broadcast, which is from the Tuesday, Seventh-day Adventist Church. We will be featuring voices of brethren from different parts of the world, preaching the gospel, preaching prophecy as it relates to current events and the ending of the world. Listen to us on 91.9 FM every Sunday from 9:05 a.m. to 10 a.m. on Sundays. May God bless you as you learn the truth. In Jesus' name, Amen.
From the beginning, the National Gas Company of Trinidad and Tobago has been focused on creating a sustainable future. For us, sustainability is not just a passion. It is a pledge to our planet that we will be mindful of our impact. It is a plan to help realize the potential of our people. It is a promise to our children that we are thinking of tomorrow. The National Gas Company of Trinidad and Tobago, pursuing sustainability at the forefront of energy.
Trinidad! Bruce Wayne and Sexy Flex present Soca on the Boat 5. The return to soca. On Sunday, 5th February 2023. On board the luxurious Embassy Yacht. Boarding 3 p.m., sailing 4 p.m. DJs, MC Duke and Selector Kachi.
Yo, this is MC Duke and I will be on Soca on the Boat 5. The return to soca.
Dr. Ross.
This is the musical surgeon Dr. Ross and I will be on board Soca on the Boat 5. Return to soca.
And Bruce Wayne and Mr. Voice.
Soca on the Boat 5. The return to soca. Yours truly, Mr. Voice. I will be there at his death.
Get your limited early bird tickets. At $200. Get your tickets at The Police Mess, Long Circular Road in St. James, The Street, 919 FM on Marvel Road, and Candy Crush, booth number 6, Carenage Fish Fry. Or call Bruce Wayne and Sexy Flex at 340-2016 or 388-2271. No oversized coolers allowed and no glass bottles allowed. Soca on the Boat 5. The return to soca.
Look back, hey! Look back, hey! Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
It's time to ride. Right now that bumper need to be on our shoulder, yeah. Right now that bumper need to be getting closer, yeah. Right now that bumper need to be on our shoulder to ride. That shoulder go take you away, yeah. That shoulder go take you away. That we go take you away, yeah. That shoulder go take you away. That we go take you away, yes. That shoulder go take you away. That we go take you away, yes. That shoulder go take you away. Right now that bumper need to be on our shoulder, yeah. Right now that bumper need to be getting closer, yeah. Right now that bumper need to be on our shoulder to ride. That shoulder go take you away, yeah. That shoulder go take you away. That we go take you away, yeah. That shoulder go take you away. That we go take you away, yes. That shoulder go take you away. That we go take you away, yes. That shoulder go take you away.
Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
people. We are back. Thank you for staying with us. Thank you for staying with us. We're going to go straight to the phone lines and allow you guys to get in. Have your say. In the 6 o'clock hour, we shifting gears. So stay with us in the 6 o'clock hour. We definitely shifting gears. Caller, you live?
Aisha,
yes.
The strength, the East Indian base of the UNC start from the days of Kapil Dev and others, and it comes straight down to Basdev Pandey. Basdev Pandey had the strength of the UNC, but today the UNC is no more. It has no strength under Ms. Kamala Prasad Bisesa, and daily by daily, the UNC is weakening. The type of people she has in the party today is bringing down that party. Lot of thugs. So Ms. Kamala Prasad Bisesa will never win any election. Right? The party is weakening, and she will lose a lot of her support in her own base. Right? Her base, she don't have the support again. It's dying. So the UNC in real trouble. The UNC in real trouble. I will always say, great is the PNM.
Thank you so much. So I'm being reliably informed that you can get us on WhatsApp on 466-5391. So if you want to get us on WhatsApp, try this number. I will repeat it. 466-5391. That number, you can reach us on WhatsApp. Caller, you live?
Hello, good afternoon, Aisha.
How you doing?
Fine, thank you, Aisha. I hope you're okay. Real excitement. Aisha, I've blown away by your big numbers of lately, man. Breaking records and things, man.
I get in there.
Yeah, you know, from strength to strength. Good afternoon to all the callers, all the listeners, Aisha. Well, I am not so, I want to be honest here, I'm going to be very honest, I won't be long. I'm not so excited about the breakup of the UNC, you know. As a matter of fact, when I speak as a PNM person, and I know I want PNM people to kind of take a note here. We understand everything already, and let's temper our language concerning the opposition. Not in a way, I know, be yourself, say what you had to say, but we must understand that while we speak and while we enjoy what is taking place or observe what is taking place, we are an all-inclusive party. You know, we could temper the violence of our language. Because I know there are intelligible people in the UNC that, you know, decent people that don't like that hooliganism and that bacchanal taking place. And most times when I call, they just mere people, right? They just me, or I'm about to take more on. I would try to temper what I am saying to encourage those in the UNC to not vote, you know, but to vote for the PNM. Because the UNC people know they're safe. But the tyranny it have in the UNC, they just be afraid to express the truth. I'm talking about the good ones, right? And not broad brushing here, right? And that's why I temper my language. To try and encourage those who will not vote if they vex with the UNC to vote for the PNM, to reassure them that they are safe. Because there's not a tyranny party, it's an all-inclusive party. We deal with inclusion and we try to include everybody, if you understand what I'm saying. So that's why I'm not so bitter. And in closing, that's why I also run with what Mr. Gerald Ramdeen said. Had he called an African-based station and Mama Gaiwi and say that, and then go back to a UNC formatted station and then say something different, fine, I could understand. But the man called the UNC genius and talk that talk, if you understand what I'm saying, Aisha. And without doing an interview to ask him if he was real or genuine, I will look at it as something to elaborate on then. If you understand, because he didn't lie, he spoke the truth. Aisha, hope I take up whole plenty in the program. So that's just me, Aisha. I just try to include even UNC people when I speak into them and to try to reassure them that they're safe under the PNM. Thank you very much, Aisha, for allowing me this country.
Thank you so much. I see somebody try calling the WhatsApp. How we looking, Google? You looking good? All right. See, we have one. Caller, you live?
Aisha Wells, good afternoon to you.
Welcome, Kunji.
Aisha Wells, that last caller say UNC people safe under the PNM? Yes, UNC people could be safe under the PNM. Over 600 PNM people dead last year. You tell me what's safe? Aisha Wells, I have a problem.
How you
I have a problem, a big problem.
Died with PNM.
Hello?
Anyway, go ahead.
Let me leave that alone. Let me do, according to you, let me don't politicize crime. Only when the PNM in office, don't politicize crime. When they're in officers, murders like that. But anyway, that's not we business. Aisha, why PNM people must be calling for Kamala to step down? Kamala to step. Rowley older than Kamala. Dr. Rowley older than Kamala.
Doesn't seem to be.
So why we must ask Kamala to step down? That was a democratic process. The UNC members of the United National Congress vote for that lady and make she the political leader. Is that so? These PNM people and them want them. What is that?
People in her party asking her to go, not we.
Aisha, well, that is Rohan Sinnan and them activists. That pundit, that so-called fragment of a pundit. He not no pundit. If he could understand that there is a democratic process taking place over there. A pundit don't go in a political meeting and look for couture. That is not the actions of a pundit or the definition of a pundit. He go on there to look for bacchanal and confusion and raising his hand and wearing the pundit clothes. You ever seen Trinidad and Tobago any pundit behave like that? We must applaud the king. I know why it is called Kingsley, the king of the airwaves, for the stand that he take. And Kingsley, I would like to hear your voice on Aisha Wells' program and explain why he do this. Because this is the mother of the nation that people come into attack. He defend her. You see, just as when UNC callers calling and attacking Rowley, how Mammy and all them marabuntas and them rum bar people and them just come out to attack we to defend Rowley.
And yet it is not the same.
Where's that? It is worse. It is worse. It can never be the same. Because that process it had over there, Sunday, that was a democratic process where a so-called pundit going to make culture and bacchanal into the people in place. I say, if that was a PNM meeting and a UNC person going over there, all also he had bust up in her. Because all them guntas and them in the PNM will have bust up their head. He lucky. I say, well, sir, let us don't make mistake. Let us don't make excuse.
Nobody never bust up and nobody had at a PNM meeting. Come again, Kunji. Come again. And Kingsley is not going to call in. He laying low right now. He frayed silver bracelets. Google, where you get it? Go do me that. We going for a break.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well. 91.9 FM, yeah. 91.9. Man, is the vibe. Everybody, let us meet on the street. Our station is #1, bringing balance to the nation. Soca, Van and Calypso, rhythm section with limbo. We bringing you plenty vibes, please just share the light. We bring the heat on the street. It will be vibes all day. #1 frequency. There'll be stream all day. George Big Boss of the business. When I want to listen to a radio station, I listen 91.9 FM.
The views expressed are not necessarily the views of the management of the Street 919 FM.
You've got bills to pay, and so do we. Let's go pay some bills on the Street 919 FM.
Meet me in the bar
Barracan. Make sure you get tickets early, got them tickets selling already. We have icons, yes, we have legends, and the young upcoming sensations. We come party, social commentary. We have something for everybody. Pressure for them, Joker, Faker, and Lows. Come to Kaiso House.
Kaiso House in the Barracan, Queen's Park, Savannah, January 27th to February 17th, 2023. Tickets available at
Kaiso House in the Savannah, Crosby's Music Center, St. James, Kamule Restaurant, San Fernando, Ursa Complex, Grand Bazaar, and Tuco Main Office, Jerningham Avenue, Belmont.
Meet me in the Barracan.
We say welcome home, Caribbean Airlines, yeah. Back on the go again, back on the road again. It's time to fly and get away, where we have no problems. It's just we friends and good vibes there.
We restore and reset all the energy, ready to reconnect with me family. Our renewed commitment to we people there, to we people there.
We say welcome. Tell them we say
we are Caribbean, we are Caribbean, we are Caribbean, we are Caribbean.
Generals are ready. Militant enforcement is required.
We make the girl them broke out. Skin up the face and broke out. Trick up the waist and broke out. We make the girl them broke out.
Nothing will stop the assignment.
The asylum is ready.
Army Vet, Queen's Park, Savannah. Gates open at 9 p.m. Friday, February 10th. Civilians prepare for.
Yo, this is Bunchy Gallon, and when I touch down at Army Fed, all big flags better be ready. Somebody say fire. I ain't come here for no stand up. I come to party with my hand up.
Bunchy Garland, Fair Lion, and the Asylum Man.
Attention, this is Squadron Commander Kess, and I will be there at Army Fed, the safest fete and carnival.
Kess the band.
That's an order.
IWER Tour, Viking Ding Dong, Patrice Roberts.
Yo, this is a girl, Patrice Roberts, and I would be at Army Fed. So don't come and try to interrupt me, vibe.
The A-Team Band, Nadia Benson, Lyrical, Mikkel Tasia, Farmer Nappy, Skinny Fabulous, Nyla Blackman, Benja, Lil Bits, J-Del, and many more. Tickets available at Cache outlets nationwide. In Excess, Port of Spain, and Arima, Java Nation, San Juan branch only. Better Deal Supermarket in Arangwes, Crosby St. James, and online at ticketfederation.com. This is Army Fed 2023.
Alright guys, so right now we in the heartbeat of Carnival. It's all about rules and tips on the street 91.9 FM. What to do and what not to do around Carnival. What are some of the things that you would advise someone like yourself to make sure and do?
To stay in a group.
Stay in a group? What else?
Hold hands.
Hold hands.
In case you get lost.
In case you get lost. Very good.
In an instant you get lost, you could go by the DJ and you could call a friend to the stage.
That's right.
Don't overdo the drinking.
Oh gosh.
Most important. Don't drink and drive.
Wednesdays, 7 to 9 p.m. with Roberto and DJ Andy. Only on the street 919 FM.
WER TV is here. And for Carnival 2023, we bringing the Calypso 10 straight to your big screen TV. WER TV is bringing pay-per-view direct to you. Log on to WER.tv and click pay-per-view event you want to see. All the culture you can handle. Calypso, steel pan, mass, brass. Purchase individual events or pay for our season pass. Even if you missed it, you can do video on demand. Watch whenever you want. Log on for details.
Trinidad and Tobago's Carnival experience climaxes with the world-renowned Parade of Fans.
An explosion of the greatest show on earth, unmatched by any other in the world. Bring the entire family to feel the excitement, rhythm, and energy from the Queen's Park Savannah as the bands cross the big stage on Carnival Monday and Tuesday. Carnival Monday 20th, the show begins with a parade of traditional characters from 9 a.m. And on Carnival Tuesday 21st, catch the vibe from 8 a.m. Grandstand reserved, $150. Grandstand general, $100. North Stand Monday, absolutely free. North Stand on Tuesday, $50. Tickets available at the Grandstand, Queen's Park Savannah, and online at islandetickets.com.
This event is supported by Caribbean Airlines, White Oak, Coca-Cola, Presidente, Blue Waters, and TTT.
For more details, call the NCC at 622-1670.
Join Pastor Kelvin Heinerine and friends for The Way, The Truth, The Life Radio Ministry, a Church of God ministry, live on the street 919 FM from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. This and every Sunday on the street 919 FM. Jesus said, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No man cometh to the Father except through me. John chapter 14, verse 6. For further information, contact 686-3845-349-5178 or 342-7303.
Calling all social media influencers, carnival babies, and boat ride lovers. Get ready for TikTok on the sea. On board the Embassy Yacht Carnival Saturday, 18th February 2023. Boarding 3 p.m. at the Hyatt Waterfront in Port of Spain. Sailing 4 to 7 p.m. Tickets cost TT $200. Includes free shots and cutters on entry. Plus, giveaways from Fab Look Beauty Bar 868 and $1,000 in cash. Courtesy World of Things online retail store. Performances by Bubbles and Yankee Boy alongside DJs Princess Chow, Nigel Snipes, Razor, and more. Tickets available online at islandetickets.com. Bobby's Bar Curep, Shens 868-461-4159. Cross 346-380-9679. TikTok on the Sea is hosted by Lady Hype and powered by Campari, Magnum, the World of Things online retail store, and Cross Promotions. Miss this? Your mad is niceness outside.
Trinidad and Tobago, get ready. Carrie Nation is back with Solivia. The premium drinks all-inclusive. Carnival Sunday at the White Mansion in Valsaine.
Long live soca.
Solivia, rated X for extraordinary. A journey of fantasy and excitement featuring an international cast of DJs. Plus, live performances by some of the biggest soca stars. The best in premium drinks, specialty cocktails, and a wide range of culinary delights. Solivia, Carnival Sunday, February 19th from 5 to 11 p.m. at the White Mansion in Valsaine. Get your tickets online at islandetickets.com or call 763-2890 or 688-6917 for more info. Solivia is back. One of the most exciting premium drinks all-inclusives for Carnival. Dress code, yellow and white. Solivia.
It's real. I in the back of the class. I in the back of the class. Hear this. Hear this. All of that is feeling. We don't see. We don't see. All that feeling. Yeah. Tell them we could mash up faith. We could mash up show. We could get on bad. Do all that we know. We could jump, we could wave, we could this, we could that, we could make, we rock and them blow. Because we fully done, think why? Tell them that we fully done. It's alcohol in we tank, and we had it fully blank, we don't see, yeah. Hey, it's nothing that bad like way, cause we bring the energy, yeah. Tell them look how we dance, we don't see. We doing what we want, we don't see. Tell them we fully dance, we don't see. Lad, tell them we doing what we. Tell them we fully don't see, yeah. we don't have no brain. Mine it don't fly out and plane. Sense gone in a garbage bin. We don't see yo, hey. Drink come and we head it fly. No, we energy multiply. Tell them go make we dash wear shoes. Make we throw up hands. Make we run like we full weapons with biting hands. Make we shake down the fence and throw down the bands. And spin the place from this like a fan. Tell them we fully done it. Why? Tell them that we fully done. It's alcohol in me tongue. And we head it fully blank. We don't see, yeah. Hey, it's nothing that mad like way. Cause we bring the energy. Tell them look how we dance. We dance, we dance. We doing what we want. We dance. Tell them we fully dance. We dance, we dance. Lad, lad. Tell them we doing what we just don't you bad mind we. Because you don't just fight me. Don't just give away for free. You don't have to pay a fee. This style, yeah. Ha! It's no sense and energy. And no missing remedy. So make we dash wear shoes. Make we throw up hands. Make we run like we full weapons with biting hands. Make we shake down the fence and throw down the bands. And spin the place from this like a fan. Tell them we fully done it, yeah. Hey, tell them that we fully done. It's alcohol in we tongue. And we head it fully blank. We done it, hey, yeah. It's nothing that mad like way. Cause we bring the energy, yeah. Tell them we fully done. We dance, we dance, we dance. We dance, we dance. We dance, 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 we dance. Tell them.
Share the live. Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
All right, we are back. So, I told you we're shifting gears after 6. There are talks around that the next commissioner of police may be a woman. Could you believe that? And I want to play for you a video from the former commissioner of police on this allegation. Google, you could give me this mouse, please and thanks. I mean, you're lying with me, mommy. Nobody people know you're here, and you're hiding from somebody, Waste this boy. So, people, her name is Acting Police Commissioner Erla Harewood Christopher. Is this something you members of the public will support? The country's first female police commissioner. Check this out. Take a look at this.
As I stated to the public when I reapplied for the post of Commissioner of Police, I did this knowing fully well that this new process would be manipulated to ensure a result that one man and one man alone wanted. And he did so regardless of whether it affected the safety and security of citizens, especially at a time when our country has never experienced such bloodshed and fear of crime in our history. I reapplied simply to expose the dictatorship that exists in this country because of a flawed, easily manipulated constitution with one man handpicking a president who then handpicks what is supposed to be an independent body, such as the Police Service Commission. And as such, the outcome was obvious. I reapplied to demonstrate that in a time when our country is going through its darkest hour, with 600 plus murders last year and 60 in the first month of this year, this one individual will not place his personal view, anger, and emotion aside and listen to the vast majority of the citizens of this country and do what may be better for the country to keep you as citizens safe. This is what is known as democratic dictatorship, showing one individual having full control, directly or indirectly, of even what are supposed to be independent bodies. And it is disrespectful that politicians believe that they can manipulate a process so badly and not be exposed, believing that the citizens can be so gullible not to see through it. Thankfully, most do. This is why Earl Christopher's role is even more pivotal to our collective future. So I want to encourage the soon-to-be appointed commissioner to resist being used as a political pawn in anyone's games, and to remember her oath in office is to be in service of the people of Trinidad and Tobago, and not to be politically manipulated or controlled, even if it costs her the post of commissioner. She should also look to the men and women of the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service as resident within the rank and file of some of Trinidad and Tobago's finest. Whilst being cognizant that the process is obviously flawed, we as a nation must now move forward and fully support the soon-to-be appointed Commissioner of Police. Personally, I am even more encouraged and determined as my new political mission is now fully possible. I have served my nation as a commissioned officer in the Trinidad and Tobago Defense Force, National Security Advisor, Minister of National Security, and Commissioner of Police. Now, help me to help you by having me serve you in government in the next 2 years, which is why I ask you to stand with me and let us do what is required to remove this government democratically. I assure you, when we are in government, you will once again see the massive turnaround in crime you experienced prior to me demitting office as Commissioner of Police, and your safety and security will be my top priority, as me and the other members of the National Transformation Alliance will do all in our power to truly transform our beautiful but badly ailing nation. I ask you to believe and be prepared to battle politically and democratically.
Sinners coming, with them I go be dealing. Because the things that they do me, I want to fix them personally.
Well, people, Gary Griffith is anticipating she will get the nod. If she does, she's going to be our country's first female police commissioner. Do you think she has what it takes to get the job done? She's coming in at a very tough time, eh? What's your thoughts? Caller, you live?
Yes, Mr. Aisha, good evening.
How you doing?
Well, good after the Almighty God. I listened very attentively to Gary Griffith. Gary Griffith wasn't the man that was under Kamala as she advisor. When he tell him not to buy the OPPs, I asked him a question. And if he was the man that did that, and he come in to tell us, talk all these nice words now, I feel he could fool people with that. It cannot work. It cannot work. And he's talking about 600 murders. And them inside see nothing yet. Because the government as he was in, the blimp gone. The two OPPs never come in. They sell them. So how you could come and talk about crime, and you out to bring down crime? Yes, and these people really taking Trinidadians for fools, you know. There are a few of them that is following them and they're not thinking. They have to think. Crime is right to the world, is a crime. In America they went in some business or something and killed about 17 of them one time. You're talking about crime. But if these things were in place by Manning, and all coming after man in 2010, and all move these things, all it just clear the way that crime will continue. That's what it is, you know. Because Cameron said the blame was spying on them. America was spying the whole world. America was spying the whole world to see what they're doing. So I don't know what excuse they bring. But this is the result, the end result of Kamala Prasad and a government from 2010. All this blood that she asked for, you know. He forget Kamala, the one that he was under as a financer, say if she fail, blood is going to run. And this is the blood you see now. They can't fool me, you know. I use wisdom. God give me wisdom, not education. I'm educated. And some of them is educated fools. Because you can't fool me with them things. You was in the government. Only move the blame. Only didn't take the OBBs to protect the borders and things. And you come and talk about crime? Come better than that now. Have a blessed evening.
Caller, you live?
Good afternoon again.
Good afternoon again.
Yeah, I listening to you right, and I am saying that women should rightfully take the place if they are qualified to do so. But what I'm saying is to Miss Bissessa and her party, I am saying that it's just a face. It come like a big company. Like, you know, the Syrians and them, they use the former name in order to sell the product. A lot of women are voting now more than men. And that woman thing, that mother and all these kind of things, that is what they are using now to sell the product. But she is actually just a face of the UNC. She is not actually UNC, so they have to keep her there. So when my neighbor who was trying to explain something to you earlier, and he was fumbling and mumbling and all these kind of things, just to say that she shouldn't go. Right? So that is what it is about. And one thing I want people to always remember, you remember the OPVs, right? They were intended to do they could have rescued over 100 people in the event that we have any disaster. And that is what Trinidad and Tobago was pending to do with our CARICOM brothers and sisters, because they could have go anywhere and rescue that number of people. And they didn't see it fit to do that. Well, the white thing take person. Anyway, good day.
Caller, you live?
Yes, Aisha, well. Sorry. Yes, Aisha. Aisha?
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah. No, I gonna give the first female commissioner the support. You know what I mean? At least, you know what I mean? Because you know the world is changing. The world is changing. So I will give her that support. Right? I want to trade some guns on Kunji. Right? You're talking and say how the pundit was some makeshift pundit who come and disrupt the Congress they had Sunday gone. And they say, oh, you're saying religious people shouldn't get involved in politics. Then Khadija Amin and the opposition leader went in a mandate Ekunji and started lamblast and talk all the ills the government doing and what them go do when they get in government. So Kunji, when they come in on national radio with a nasty, stinking, dirty, racial undertones in this on this program, come better than that, because all the soldiers want to preach a certain sort of a certain chorus that that the government and the PNM is wicked and bad and evil, and Kamala was the best thing since sliced bread. Kamala is the worst leader that this country ever had in 60 years. Being the first female prime minister was a disgrace. You understand? Paula May Weeks was the first president and she held her office with standard. Right? And look now, we're getting the first female commissioner, and I personally going to give her that support. Right? Because we need somebody who will able to chart the course forward. Right? We had men, we had maids pass through, but let me give Miss Christopher the opportunity to make a difference in the country. Right? So I would give her my full support. Right? But Kamala ain't getting my support because otherwise she's a disgrace. And Aisha, she would have been a good prime minister, if she didn't have the cabal around she. Right? And Kunji, I want you to tell me why your leader called a state of emergency in 2011. I'm waiting for that response. Aisha Lockton.
Caller, you live?
Aisha, I want Gary to hear me. Mr. Gary Griffith, the same people who was calling cockroach. It's the same people who don't want you. Mr. Gary Griffith, go to hell. We don't want you. Nobody wants to see your face. They want to hear you. Go to hell.
Thank you, Mano. Go with grace. Caller, you live?
Hello, Aisha again.
Yes, welcome back.
Yeah, Mr. Griffith, right? Hello?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Griffith. While we waiting now, Fete win the election, go and tell the opposition to pass the legislation in the meantime so it will help whatever anti-crime legislation that the government bring to before the parliament. In the meantime, while we're waiting on it to come and save the country, go and tell the opposition to pass some of the bills in the parliament, right? We will appreciate that as the public, and you will get some support. Other than that, it's a pipe dream you're selling, bro. And I used to be one of your biggest supporters, right? So go and deal with that. And Dr. Rowley, you wasn't the top of the list. Dr. Rowley picked you out, and that stands for something. So it wasn't political, whatever you're talking about there now. When you get a choice ahead of many people, and you were given a try, and many supported you. So I don't know what it is they're talking. They cannot be talking that dictator thing, dotishness. Be more intelligent than that. Because Dr. Rowley throws you in the middle of the list. And that stands for something, bro. You understand? So I don't know what it is he's talking about. Need to wheel and come again. You're not coming across good politically. If you keep your mouth quiet, the public would have put you back there. But you keep talking and mashing up the whole scene, so everybody back off. Later, Aisha, thanks for allowing me this contribution.
Good afternoon, Aisha. Tobago Bacchanal in the house. Aisha, I jumping in the dance one time. Hear the theme tune. The pinky and the brain, the pinky and the brain, the pinky and the brain, brain. I'll always try to take over the world. We will do the same thing that we do every day. Try to take over the world. Aisha, well, I hear you. The Three Stooges. That the Three Stooges? But the one on the beatum, he jump out for me from since Pastor Google and program on Facebook. But I ain't taking him on. But I know the go jump out for me. But I let them know. I'm not taking them on. Them just like what come out of Kamala Bisat Soshila mouth. The slave master name. That is them. And I am shame. They make me shame. Aisha, shame. And as I said, if them, sir, was my husband, which they could never be, because I don't go for scrubs, when they come home, would have been some frying pan, would have been waiting for them with the clothes in the garbage bag as farmer nappy, and let them go and see if they could have been in the pink house. The pundit was right. And they always like to be talking about, oh, we hungry. But she didn't know that the pundit would have jump out where she neglecting she own area. And these are people who support them. But no, these Three Stooges jump out. Larry Moore and Curly. Larry Moore and Curly are sort of duncy head mannequin and them. They're like the puppy dog and them. White pants tight. I shall play white pants tight. The pinky and the brain. Well, here and I wake up in here when I see that something last night. I just throw away my phone. I just come off it and Aisha, you know, I share it to you, as I see it. Pinky and the brain. But jump out the one on the beatum and the next one. I ain't gonna call the name. Twak. I'm waiting on all you. Aisha girl, I locked on and listening.
Thank you, Mr. Tobago. So we just pinned the new WhatsApp number in the chat here. You can reach us for this number on WhatsApp. Where's this bacchanal here about a merit list now? Google, you see this? Let me see if I could save this here and see if I could pull it back up here wider for you to take a look at this controversy we're brewing on the list here. I enable. Will this merit list come out now from this all of a sudden? You're laughing, Google. I enable, you know. I enable. I'm taking some calls on the WhatsApp. Where this merit list come out from all of a sudden? Now they have find merit list and who was on top merit list. He ain't leaving this thing alone, eh? Google. Your friend not leaving this thing alone? They have a deed for the commissioner officer or Google? Your brethren, you know the one I'm talking about. Caller, you live.
Aisha Wells, good afternoon to you, my lady.
Good afternoon.
Yes, the queen of talk.
How you doing today?
Aisha, you know, I'm a lawyer, real way back lawyer to a program and still is. This is truly Diamond speaking, right? Now I lay back. What happened? I get cut off the Facebook for comments, and I'm not getting Facebook as I should, right? I don't want to comment much about. I ain't coming to talk about people. I want to say, right? Hear me out, right? Dr. Roddy have been doing a very good job with the women because he realized most of us as men had been failing him, right? So kudos to the good lady. I don't really know her. And I'm hoping that she does the job that she's supposed to do, not taking no side. Whether it's PNM, UNC, whatever, do the job that is required of her to deliver. Now, crime is a business, right? So don't jump on the woman and feel that, okay, crime will go down there. So crime is about you and your mind. Individually, how we think, how we care about ourselves as a people, especially Aisha Wells, black people. We have been taking scrums over the years and still taking scrums, right? I am not here to lambaste nobody who talk or make an opinion of such of any sort now. Right? Aisha Wells, you're doing a very good program as usual. I'm bigging up all the way, and may God bless you. And please, could you inform somebody in the 91.9 FM that how I could get back my comments on the FB, Facebook, and be logged on to Facebook? Thank you.
Okay, good. I'll find out.
Very much for allowing me. Right? Loving you.
Google, you have any knowledge of this? He said I'm calling his name. Google. So why you don't call your name on Google? But where's this boy? Could you see if somebody blocked Truly Diamond for me, please, Pastor Google? Thank you very much. You're such a kind soul. The lines are open. Caller, you live.
Pleasant good day to you, Aisha. Good day to Trinidad and Tobago. Aisha, let me tell you something, right? I do have a problem with embracing a woman commissioner, but what I would like her to do if she embraced it, when she embraces office or once she's selected, I would like her to have a plan moving forward. Look back at the mistakes that we had made in the past and try to execute a plan for better Trinidad and Tobago. So you will have to look at like places like Reyes and Jacob and the other commissioners and also Gary, and she can try to see if she can not go competition with them, but because of the mistake that they make, don't allow herself to make that same mistake moving forward because of the level and the crime in the country right now is to the highest level right now. So we need a commissioner who could be not no user-friendly commissioner, rigorous, deal with them. You understand? Thank you.
All right, so breaking news. Breaking news. Give me a switch here, loving. I ain't calling your name, eh? So you ain't go buff me. I could call you lover. I could call you pastor. Just don't call your name. Switch the screen here for me, please. Sweetie Pie Schnookums, my pastor. My praying PNM pastor. Kamala Prasad Bisesa has issued a statement and she's calling for Faris and Armour to go. No, it's not redundant. No, you're not waking up in 2022. The call remains the same today, January 31st, 2023, on the official letterhead of the opposition leader of Trinidad and Tobago, Kamala Prasad Bisesa, SC, MP, BA, Honours, DIP, Ed, LLB, Honours, LEC, EMBA, Distinct Street, 3rd and 4th floor, 11 Charles Street, Port of Spain, telephone number and fax number listed. Media release. To all editors, dated the 31st of January 2023 from the office of the leader of the opposition. Opposition leader Faris and Armour must go now. Having sacked Faris Al-Wari as Attorney General, We now call upon Dr. Rowley to do the honorable thing and fire him from the cabinet altogether, as his mismanagement and incompetence have once again cost taxpayers millions of dollars. The public is entitled to be outraged, angry, and upset that over $20 million, which should go towards fixing potholes and solving the crime problem, will instead be paid to 9 former murder accused of one of the most horrific murders in the country's history. The judgment of the High Court raises several questions that IWER and the current Attorney General Reginald Amor must answer. Question number 1. Why did IWER and Amor not file a defense to defend the state against this claim of malicious persecution? Where's this? Hold on, Duke. Hold on, man. Wait your turn. So what the rest of the letter? So all you only send me one piece of letter? Okay, so while I get the rest of the letter, you guys get the gist of it. The same day, different, you know the word. Prasad Bissessa is calling for Faris to be fired from the cabinet altogether and Amor to be fired. She says their incompetence has caused the state to pay $20 million to 9 former murder accused of one of the country's most horrific murders. She's on the roll. The lines are open. Just a few more minutes of the program left. Caller, you live?
Aisha.
Yes, mommy.
That's the kind of bacchanal thing she like. You hear? That's the kind of bacchanal thing. That's why she had them two dumb went down there and get on like a real old nigga. You hear what I'm telling you about? That's the kind of bacchanal thing. So Trinidad and Tobago, she is studying that. Madam, I ain't like to telling her shame on you. I want to tell Kunji. I know Keith Christopher Rowley older than Kamala, but watch Keith Rowley good. Keith Rowley live up good. You know what I'm telling you about? Rum not eating it out. Aisha, I got reach home safe.
Thank you so much, Eric. Eric, you only send me one piece of the letter. You know you send me the next half of the letter. All right, so let me see if I can pull the rest of the letter here. I'll take some calls in the meanwhile. Caller, you live? Caller, you live?
Aisha, good afternoon.
Oi.
I want to tell Kunji, he's talking about my Prime Minister. Hear my Prime Minister sing? He's talking about my Prime Minister. The song what my Prime Minister sing. Could his own thing, so? You better leave me alone, And always to talk about old people and old people. I want to know whether he young or old, because you can't tell what age group he in. That Mr. Kunji. You can't tell if he young, if he in the middle, or if he old or nothing.
Thank you so much. So I understand that Faris has responded. Not Faris respond or Stuart Young? Stuart Young responded. But let me finish with the letter. All right, so we go on. 8 months has passed since the claim was filed until Justice Joan Charles was forced to grant judgment in default of the defense. Where IWER and Amor asleep at the wheel for 8 months? 2. Having not filed the defense, why did IWER and Amor not file any evidence to oppose this multi-million-dollar assessment of damages? To not file a defense is one thing, but to not file any evidence in opposition to the claim for damages takes an even IWER and Amor incompetence to a mind-boggling new level. IWER has already put the country at risk losing millions of dollars re Nelson Gate. The incompetence and neglect approach to this matter by the former AG must be properly reviewed and interrogated to determine whether he acted deliberately or recklessly in this discharge of his duties. We call upon the Prime Minister to let Justice Sebastian Vento and the lawyers who were paid to start the Commission of Inquiry into the Point Fortin Highway, which cannot get off the ground, be given new terms of reference to investigate this unprecedented and massive payout to determine what went wrong and why. We call upon the DPP and the Commissioner of Police to immediately launch an investigation to determine whether Alwari and Amo are guilty of misconduct in public office by virtue of the reckless handling in this matter that has resulted in the highest ever award of damages for malicious prosecution against the state in legal history. It is to be noted that Amo is not free from blame in this matter, as the assessment of damages took place under his tenure after he was appointed AG. The question must be asked, what did he do to prevent this grave travesty of justice that is nothing short of a legal train wreck? AG Armour, was this train wreck coming to hit TNT and did absolutely nothing to stop it? His conduct must be therefore questioned so that his incompetence can be unmasked, as this is the case for replacing Bim and Bam to the detriment of the public. Signed, Kamla Prasad Bisesa, SC MP, Leader of the Opposition, dated July 31st, 2003. Caller, you live?
Yes, it's Aisha. Yeah, no. Kamla right in your head? I asked her a question, if Kamla right in your head. Kamla is hundreds of millions of dollars. You cannot answer for the people, to the people of Trinidad and Tobago for hundreds. We so stupid, Kamla. We put in words together and people could fool us with those words. That money, even though we want to compare, the money that these fellas will be getting is plenty less than what you have to tell the country about. These people, I don't really sit back and say, this is a good thing. When you see your wisdom, them have education, they go to university, and then the next thing I see them do, they're asking for when these common entrance exam come out, to name the top one. After we name all of them, and you come in office now, and this is the kind of presentation that they're giving to the people. It's not worth it. Let them pay for the education. It's time we pay for the education. Hundreds of millions of dollars. And you can't answer for that. Are you telling Dr. Rowley to fire these women? Huh? And hundreds of millions of dollars. The Watergate, live sports, all these things, $500 million, cut note, and come back in Kamla. We are not dotish, all of us not dotish. We could keep your people under the spell. But we just talk to the Almighty God, and if that spell can work, get real. I just say something, like something wrong with your head. Have a blessed evening.
Caller, you live?
Aisha, Aisha.
How you doing? Leave it there.
I like the bar and I said, hold on, Aisha. Hey, Aisha, I will support a woman as Commissioner of Police. Are you there, Aisha?
I'm right here. Leave it there. I'm right here.
Because I'm fed up with them man and them. And I like how she suspended that police officer punto with that nonsense that went on Frederick Street. I like that. But I'll be watching Aisha. If she get a job, I will leave it there.
Thank you so much. Leave it there. Caller, you're live. Not ready, feel free to call back. Somebody said I made a mistake by the date. I said July instead of January. Correction, it's January 31st, 2023. Caller, you're live.
Hi, sister.
Welcome back.
Let me ask you something. That thing you read, I just texted the last speech. That editorial is a whole one.
Kamla Prasad Bisesa sent out a press release a short while ago condemning both Faris Alwari, former AG, and current AG in relation to the $20 million payment to 9 accused acquitted of murder.
All right. You know who are the lawyers that represent these men?
Oh, could you highlight it?
If I'm not mistaken, the first one is from the Ramjack faction, our former Attorney General. Our former Attorney General, head lead counsel on that matter. So let me explain something as I said to that gentleman today. I was the Attorney General at the time. I know all serious litigations against the state. And in order to keep the state judiciary system busy, that I cannot pursue the matter involving these fellas and the fraud that they create Section 34 for. I recourse the state. You hear the song they will sing? What is the Attorney General budget? So think about it. I found the loophole. I went through, remember, I was the Attorney General, you know. If you look sharp, the man went through with documents from the Attorney General office and was still sending it out to people, not so? So make you feel he didn't have a copy of that file, and that judiciary matter before he file for them fellas. You feel them 20 men or how much men just wake up one morning and just walk and look and walking around Logan office and say we want to do this? You feel that happens just so? Understand the level of politics that is playing out here. That is to slow down the judiciary system at Trinidad and Tobago. Instead of they do their work, they have to fight these fellas. I shall enjoy the evening. So you see why it costs us? By putting people's partnership in office. This is the third matter. The man fight for homeless people to be on the street. So when you pass in front of Royal Bank opposite KFC on a night, you swear it's his son. Right? He fights for murderers to get bail. And several other private matters that he fights for. And today, you know, he fights for murderers and the same people that ball and lock up and arrest them.
Thank you, Bataria. A call came in and cut you off. Caller, you live?
Hey, Shovels, good afternoon.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. Hey, Shovels, you know what? I have learned from that video that played out there in the UNC rally. I heard an Indian woman in the back saying, "Is them so how we party losing?" She's saying is Kingsley and Anderson and them so have the party losing. People miss that part. So in other words, you're telling me Kingsley and Anderson didn't act just like that in Aisha. They didn't do that just one. And at the end of the day, why out of hundreds of people, it have to be two African men from the East-West corridor to go and do such a thing? With all these other people there, why it had to take these two African men? You know? That's something you have to ask yourself. And why up to now, an Indian pundit felt like he was assaulted verbally and basically, pushed to the point where he could say to himself it was like I was abused. And why it is now the leader of the UNC in come out and say something about that incident. Is it okay for UNC Africans to behave that way? I asking questions because at the end of the day, I think it's people's rights to choose if they don't want some. And I know like that before. I've been saying Kamala have to go, Kamala must go, and by 2025, the UNC, I'm sure, will have a new leader. Kamala must step down. You understand? I am saying that. I ain't afraid to say that. I am saying that, and I have been saying that. Because when Kamala have Victor Roberts and all them other clowns on the radio and on the thing and talking and calling people like themselves, all kind of thing. Kamala is not no leader for anything no more. She has failed. She has failed the country and she has failed her party, which her own people is coming out and saying like me that she has to go. Her own people is saying that. So what more we need to see? Two African men trying to say she must stay? Who they fooling? Who are they fooling? Who are they fooling? So Aisha Wells, that's my take on it. The UNC need a leader. The UNC is like a snake without a head and the tail only waggling all over the place. That is why I see the UNC today. The UNC is a snake with no hair and they only waggling. Aisha, you have a good evening.
Thank you so much.
the public order act. Peter, look, catch that big belly fella. We carry the money down Panama. Peter, look, the woman who bring foreign troops in the Caribbean. Peter, I just don't care what you do, but go ahead, go in it.
Caller, you live?
Good afternoon, Aisha.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, man. I would like to say something to add on to what that last caller said. Why it is Kamala could jump out herself and call for the Attorney General and Faris to go? What it is it because they lost the case, Kamala? Is it because it was against an East Indian like yourself, Priscilla? Is it because these little African boys have money to get millions of dollars to get from the state, Priscilla? What it is? And Kamala, from the time you as a leader in a multi-ethnic society could see something like that went down with a pundit, and you haven't come out and condemn it and make a statement, Kamala, it is time to go. You are not fooling anybody. You understand? And people like Kingsley and Andy and all you who will sell out for the entire race for 30 pieces of silver will be on to all you, my brother. PNM is here and we here to stay. Great is the PNM and we shall always prosper. Thank you so much again, Aisha.
Caller, you live?
Pleasant good day to you, Aisha. Aisha, let me tell Brooklyn something, right? Brooklyn have to realize that what happened there with the activists of the UNC came from persons who lived in the stronghold of the People's National Movement and also came from the PNM, and then they came to the UNC and now register as members. They are not foundation members. They are not members who were since in the days of Basdeo Pandey. So when you push down a pundit, right, who have been into the party from since inception and based on his religious belief and the finances that these people had supported the UNC, right? Kamala should have been able to come out and say something and condemn the incident. But I would like the UNC to investigate what really happened and have these UNC so-called activists be accountable, because you know why? They are really not UNC Foundation members. They came into the party using the politics as a trickery and trying to form a party in East Port of Spain to just get handouts. Jerlene John and Munilal, take note of this. Thank you.
Well, I shock here. Wasn't Paul the same person who said he going to join the UNC last week? Wow. Caller, you live?
Good evening, Aisha. I want Kamala Prasad Bissessa to give back that SC. Right. That's what I want.
All right. Well, I hope you get your wish. Caller, you live?
Yes, sister, I had to come back in. I tell you, Trinidad, that's small. That's how much I'm mad people. And senseless people, you know. Too small. Up to last week, he said, I'm going across on the UNC side. And what this? And he said he's not a political analyst. He analyzing what? I believe we need some machine or something here in Trinidad that everybody pass a test. The papers must go through that. To see they really pay if they really say the test put through with the pay for the paper. That is what I want to see in this country. And then you know who falls and who will. Have a blessed night.
Nah, man, Brother Andrew. Me believe Paul giving up anything other than hard work in order to get his degree. You think Paul giving up anything other than hard work, Google? Pastor? Paul has been putting in the work night and day. He's studying. He ain't giving up nothing other than his time, Ollie. Oh, God. Don't do him that. Nothing other than his time. Caller, you live?
Yes, good night. I'm a proud UNC. And I'm listening to you all. Where you all living in this time? Failure in this country, crime, grocery. Failure. Forget UNC. They are not the government. Your failure government. Check all yourself. You're not talking about the failures of your government. Don't waste time with UNC. They are the next government. Failures. Bye.
Okay, Mr. Proud UNC, but we've heard proud people like you call here for the last 10 years. saying just what you say now. And they also believed 10 years ago that UNC was going to be the next government. And 10 years later, that has not materialized. So, sir, while we sympathize with you living in the past, we still allow people to give their contribution here. But, sir, we hear that line 10 years ago. Check me back in 10 more years. Caller, you live?
Aisha, I don't laugh hard. That's caller serious? He for real? But man, it's your political choice, right? But you can't come to tell listeners and good listeners, right? Forward-thinking listeners, right? That if them so bad and crime and food prices and all the things. Caller, I'm going to tell you something. It's not only in Trinidad and Tobago food prices is escalating. One. And two, it's not in Trinidad and Tobago crime alone escalating. Right? But Aisha, I want to ask this question tonight before you go. Right? Now, the state awarded these fellas money for this whole situation with the crime against the former CEO of Extra Food, right? Now, I want to know if these 9 fellas going to take that money and try to elevate themselves, right? Or the community. Because to me, Aisha, getting that money is like, I don't want to sound prejudicial, but with the elements that are taking place right now, the option they want to take is to go and get a piece. That is my take. You understand? That is my opinion. So I hope and I pray that these fellas take that little money they get and try to better themselves, their family, and by extension the community. Right? Because you know how they're going to stigmatize African and the PNM stronghold areas. And to Miss Paulina Saran. Right? Miss Paulina Saran, you was at UNC just last week. They're coming now to chastise Kingsley and Anderson, who you supporting. I kind of lost. And you study political science. Well, you know, your lecturer will be have a hard time. They just have a hard time dealing with you. But Aisha, he will be passing something. You never know. You understand? Aisha, look, sorry, you don't say.
Nothing other than hard work and dedication Paul is giving up. Nothing other than that. Caller, you live?
Aisha, I would have proud UNC caller. I want him to know stop dreaming like he's still in dreamland. I want him to know UNC are coming back. UNC are winning no election.
Thank you so much. As it kind of blurry. I want to pull it up on this computer here where I can read it clear. Caller, you live?
Aisha, I just wanted to comment on your original editorial and question about this woman police commissioner. Yeah. I think we're ready for what coming. You know? And I just say to the country, brace all yourself. Serious. Because I don't think people understand that appointment. You understand what I'm saying? And the support would be needed and intelligence would be needed. If you understand, I just call to add that to the appointment of the woman police commissioner. Yeah, that's my advice. Yeah, we had to brace yourself, right? Have a nice evening, Aisha. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
But that woman Mary, remember that's my baby. So much confusion that she make.
Alright, so my mic should be back on now. Who's gonna be my last call? I have 2 minutes. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Get in quickly. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Organize yourself. Gather your frills. Gather your frills. Gather your frills. Caller, you live?
Aisha, all the people who like lemon, changing the skin every week, and all kind of things. Let them stay out of the politics now. We call him Central. Stay out of the politics. Central, or what we name? The man was, you think he's a woman sometimes.
Oh, you're talking about Paul? He's, I think.
I can't remember him. Let him stay out of the politics now. Today you steal him, tomorrow he's you know what you really want. Kingsley and Anderson, or they stay out of the business completely. You recognize all and recognize all being paid, all get all salary, and all out of the dance now. Stay out completely. You know, Kingsley could finish Billy out, you know, we're gone.
Yeah. So I'm out of here, people. Until tomorrow, be safe on the nation's roads. Bye.
Peter, look the woman who brings foreign troops in the car.